Over the past several weeks, we've witnessed some serious procedural and constitutional breaches in the build-up of the General Assembly and elections of the Federation of Liberian Youth. The constitutional fly serves as a guiding framework for our governance and leadership, now in transition. Yet its provisions have been, in some cases, completely ignored. The timeline for the General Assembly and elections remains unclear and inconsistent with Article 9 of the Constitution, which mandates that the General Assembly convenes every 2 years. Well, thank you very much.
Of the program, we know why we are here and this is why we have come. So as I said, today is a day for us to rejoice in BAM, for us to be happy in Zogia, because what we have been crying for long time back, we are seeing those dreams coming true today. So let's be very happy for that. So not to say much of your time. So what we got on our paper here is for the Operation Theater material. We got a OR light.
Ambassador designate to the Islamic People Republic of Pakistan presents letter of credence to the President, His Excellency Joseph Nyumabuakai.
Welcome you and send it to the President. It's my honor, Excellency. Excellency, she's my better half, and honored to be received by the Excellency.
I'm really tell you I like you.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, Natl. Permit me to introduce officials of our previous present, the Honorable Foreign Minister Sarah Gasolianti, the Honorable Felix Clear, Acting Minister of State, and Chief of Staff to the President, and the Honorable George Sarr, Assistant Minister for Public Affairs. At this point, His Excellency will make remarks, after which he will proffer a toast, and you shall respond to the toast.
Welcome.
So the President.
Relationship is not easy. So we want to welcome you and we want to say on behalf of the people of Liberia, we want to wish you a great service to the country and the President.
Yes, to the friendship of Liberia.
Yes.
Thank you, to Excellency, to your health and life.
Thank you.
So the ambassador just responded to the toast. Thanks so kindly. That's the ambassador designate to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Ambassador designate to the Islamic People Republic of Pakistan presents letter of credence to the President, His Excellency Joseph Nyumabuakai.
Welcome you and send it to the President.
It's my honor, Excellency. she's my better half, Miss Nathaniel, and honored to be received by the Excellency.
I'll never tell you about like
Yes, it's a training experience. Welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Natl, permit me to introduce officials of the here present. The Honorable Foreign Minister, Sarah Gasolianti, the Honorable Ted Sikria, Acting Minister of State, and Chief of Staff to the President, and the Honorable George Sarr, Assistant Minister for Public Affairs. At this point, His Excellency will make remarks, after which he will proffer a toast, and you shall respond to the toast.
American want to welcome
So the person.
of the white. It's a country people have contributed to even during our conflict. We have represented here, so relationship is not easy. So we want to welcome you, and we want to say on behalf of the people of Liberia, we want to wish you a great service to the country and the president.
Yes, to the friendship of Liberia.
Yes.
Thank you, to Excellency, to your health and life.
Thank you. Sure, thank you.
So the ambassador just responded to the toast. Thanks. So.
May you kindly present memo of your speech to His Excellency.
Your Excellency, permit me to present the members of my suite. Mrs. Mary Teresa Amanzon, the Deputy at the Embassy, Mr. Edmond Mobin, First Secretary at the Embassy, Mr. Michael Jamisi, my first daughter, final year medical school, Gloria Amanzon, my son, Dr. Theophile Amanzon, and then my daughter finally in the university, Martha Amonzo, my confidential secretary, Miss Natl Mills.
Thank you, Mr. Natl. Permit me to introduce officials of government here present. Honorable Sarah Gasolianti, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Honorable Ted Sikria, the Acting Minister of State and the Chief of Office Staff to His Excellency. The Honorable Councillor Bushbe Keita, Legal Advisor to His Excellency. The Honorable George Sarr, Assistant Minister for Public Affairs, Minister of State. At this point, His Excellency will make remarks and proffer a toast, after which you shall respond to the toast.
Live for the best, for the thing we want to strong relationship.
Only for the brotherliness you have continued to maintain between Ghana and Liberia. So at this junction, I will.
And the Gulf Coast. But during the Liberian Civil War, 1992-2003, the Rota Africa was looted, damaged, and used by rebel forces for attacks. Folks who will also reference Sierra Leone. Yes, we are already here. Bulk of the horses here were earmarked. Some were demolished. And now, for the remaining ones, they are being touched because this route, the new community, or if you made a Lower Virginia community rule in Rocha, Africa, is also being clear.
You cannot come to street, you cannot get nothing, but you hear that you will have the story that will say, hey, you get our money. Get our money.
The last time I spoke to you, you promised that you guys have a planned protest to the office of Honorable Saint Dean. And I'm seeing you today exactly what is going on.
Because some people, they are not going to understand when the word when you speak, they get to the direction. But I get in the town, justify to see it today, they are seeing the president, they said he has seen them what they do.
Explain to us quickly what happened here.
What kind of money Benny you're talking about?
Who think they get our money, they want to go with nation.
What kind of money Benny? What kind of money?
They empower money.
How much money they get out to?
He ain't get money, but he get nothing. We asking to get our money. We affected 30, but we get racked.
And why is he saying about the money?
Nothing starting.
Okay. Let's talk. Welcome. Let's talk to another. What's your name? Yeah.
I'm one of the leaders of the disabled community.
Right.
The government, our protest, let me make it disclaimer. Our protest that will be tomorrow is not for government. We are not protesting tomorrow against Joe Human Work Administration.
Right.
This government, our government, because we are disabled people.
Right.
The government thinks about the person living with disability and get $200,000 US to empower disabled people with aid. At the end of the day, our director went and take 100%, that means 20% from Osorado, 20% from Bon County, 20% from Nima, 20% from Lofa, 20% from Riverside, 5 counties.
I'm going to give you the
that is 100%. That is 100,000. So in local, you get 1%, 50,000 from Adola or particular money that the government get 200,000. So we are saying that money here a plenty 200,000 can empower person living with disability like good money. But by you taking 50,000 to give it to only 20% in the country, we are just agree. We want our money.
But is here. Yes. The last time you people talked to me, yes, I said they can listen to you people.
No, he's not listening. He has not listened. He's not listening. Tomorrow we are going to join to inform him.
But how many
leader that you sent to us to lead us, he are not leading us the right way.
Why you people always accusing Sandy?
Okay, wait, let me come.
You don't want talking.
The reason we are accusing Sandy is because a hand in the pocket jar.
What kind of hand?
What kind of pocket jar?
Corruption or hand. You get me? They're going to December table when Ganto. Their program was here. Orange get 1 million. 1.8 million. Liberty. Their money, our director King, he said their money you will be able to buy food in our money for the 15 counties, which is one person in one county, one of the counties. Because you got coordinator from NCD working in the counties. So there 1.8 million, there are no record, there are nothing that we are getting behind to make report, no report. That 1.8 million is that in the process. So we are telling orange people they will not do no business.
Today I see Sandy ready your knee down.
No.
What purpose? What happened?
You can't lecture us. We don't have a lecture.
Let's talk to the person. Why Sandy ready your knee today, your chairman?
Today is a Saturday for disabled people.
A Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Okay, why make it Saturday?
The National Commission on Disability was established to see the welfare of person living with disability. And you understand? When President Weah was there, President Weah allocate budget for person living with disability. So about $600,000 United dollars. You understand? Everyone of us, I was standing here. I benefit of that money. I was able to buy my land in that money.
And that's who are here?
It was Madam Tonwa Pepe.
Yeah. Okay.
Pepe was the director at the time.
Okay.
My director was at the time. You understand?
Yeah.
She was able to empower 883 persons at the time. You understand? Yeah. Person with disability at the time were able to carry 100,000, 75,000 liberty, so 150,000. I was standing here. I received 130,000. You understand? President, we are able to buy our mother back for people keke and all.
But since the administration, what is happening?
Since the administration, President Joseph Yuma Boga told her that her mother was a disabled woman. And you understand?
Yes.
So that's why you are not catching on what we are doing. You are not catching out. You are able to appropriate this year $200,000 US dollars. $200,000 United dollars. And you understand? Yeah. In the $200,000 United dollars, we have been calling upon the director of the National Commission on Disability back and forth saying, oh, we are on the street, please try to come to us. At the end of the day, he went, he buy a car, he buy a photo paper, a buy a horse, and leave it on the website.
But the man is saying that the money for everybody in the country. So the top problem was then why you people still getting there?
I'm the chairman of the Civil Defense Association. I'm speaking as the chairman. So now, I think
534 point some million dollars the balance, and now they are saying people must account. But in Liberia, you say you're going to do witch hunt, but I want you to sit back. But while you're sitting back, you have the chance to win some cash. You play the radio entertainment Liberia Cool Cash giveaway. You dial *799*11 hatch. $111 to play, 70 cents US. You play multiple times, you have the chance to win something. You can win 4,000 cell phones and other fabulous prizes. So all you do, you dial *799*11 hatch. You go to play. You won't play one time per one. You won't play 2 times, but it's better that you play 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Multiple times, your entries will be at your own advantage and you could be called. So let me say good morning to all of you who joined the conversation this morning. Good morning to Mr. Zizi BM, who always fathering. Good morning to the belated birthday woman, Salome BM. You celebrated your birthday on yesterday. Good morning to Ambassador J. Natl Biva, Seon, Daniel Massacre, Vibe. How are you this morning? Thanks for the care and concern. And good morning to all of you. Blessing eating bien. Bubu, good morning to you as well. And to all of you. I'm Weekie Brooks and I'm here this morning. And this is it. So go back and you hear from the folks.
Go to check behind the curtain. Someone else say yeah. For me, let her go now to Coca-Cola Party. Go to Coca-Cola Party now.
Yeah, Elijah. What are we doing here today? I see Sandy, who is your chairperson, your commissioner. What happened here today? I see all of you complaining.
No, Sandy is a criminal. I was saying, I'm not in front of talking.
What you say?
Raw.
Why are you branding him as criminal?
Why are you using that word on him?
They're getting $200,000 US to give it to the disabled community. They may take the money, use it and send them away back to big people.
But don't you think that description harsh for the leader?
They back out with our money.
One, you do it, one.
They may run $187,000.
No car for house.
Consider the bill, our money. Today, on the street. Just as you want to on the street, we have been to move on the street. But Sandy, so we should leave in the street. So Sandy, no, it's not our money. We want our money.
Why Sandy is here today? What do you think he can do? I see you writing your name.
We told her that we will list or name that on the street record. Because we don't have our name in street record. So we listed in the fourth person name. As a part to bring it to him. But you know, come and see reason for all whatever you have for all to give it to all, but you can't sing the song.
That's what he's singing.
The song that he's singing, he said the money paying. not got money for all again.
Then why you ready any when the money finish?
Who knows? We'll put the kissing and show you.
And for me, what I want to say here, I want to lead out the police. The mini blind man, the blind capital man, the blind man who try to buy a own car. Okay.
Oh, you buy a own car?
I try to buy my own car. Okay. Meaning to tell you that I'm a, the process here is new. It's not.
Okay.
What I want to say here, let them please ask our bossman. The whole person, how much did he give to each person?
How much thousand?
They said they were going to see your business before they gave you the money. So while she get DDA from that, and then they talk about, oh, you going in the contact with the power people that we are not seeing or we are not hearing.
But the money was given only for Monserrato?
No, but it was given for the disabled community.
Okay.
We can't tell all the Monserrato.
But he's saying that he distributed the money across the county.
And no people he distributed the money to. We can't see them. No record. Then they say he must carry a guarantor. Oh, how will you know that? I know business unproductive. How will you know if you have never checked for me or checked behind my record who I am? And they say all of that. But we are proud, and we are proud. I'm sure the DDA from that, and they are doing, how do you call it? Going far, a 5-year project.
This is the president I spoke to you the last time. You expressed this enchantment. Okay, so today I'm seeing same thing. All your friends are talking, the Liberian people listening. What exactly happening?
Same thing. When he came to us, we are the street people. We sure that he not get love for us.
What did he do?
They gave him money to empower us. He left the street people. He started using it in a kind of way. We started on his bring them, big bandit them by yourself. Why you want Martin now? You want to tell us we are not telling them about that. We are for them by the government.
You let the president talk.
I'm going to see after the disabled. He getting power. Our commissioner never call us for anything. He just can't. He powerful. But powerful.
Which is same thing.
Same thing. And we sell it on the sun. Look at how about it. I'm a prime man, but now I'm a follower.
The last time I talked to you, you guys accused him of, you know, your July supply. You guys did not get some.
We never got our supply. And the time we got our color. We used to
Okay, let's not cross over to Sam Dean now. Sam Dean is about to address the angry, visually impaired citizen here on Broad Street. Quickly, they are here expressing frustration in the manner and form in which their director, Sam Dean, a matter of fact, is one of district number 7 former representative candidate in the just in the 2023 elections, and he is the head of the disabled, as a director of the disabled in Liberia.
And there have been a lot of allegations.
First of all, there's nothing for disabled.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
If something is disabled,
right,
it doesn't move.
Okay.
It doesn't,
right.
It doesn't shit.
Okay.
A car, right? When a car is on the street and it's broken down, it's disabled.
It's disabled.
You cannot get anything out of it.
I agree with that.
Right. There's nothing as disabled.
I agree with the definition.
People are disabled.
Thank you. I agree with that. Of course, I agree with you.
But there have been allegations. Most of your colleagues are complaining that you are given some amount of money to distribute to them by the government of Liberia to aid them in taking them from the street, and that money was selfishly used by you You use that money to buy your car, buy yourself a house, and they are here complaining. They don't receive a cent, and you are here to give account of the money.
What is the clarity?
Okay, so the government introduced since the last administration. We are provided some economic empowerment for persons.
Okay.
Last director dispersed that money. But she never dispersed it systematically. She went randomly to just
I didn't get you, sir. You said
I'm saying the economic empowerment that happened under the last administration.
The Georgia administration. Okay.
Now, Georgia introduced that. Provided $250,000. The whole idea was to improve the living standard of persons with disabilities. To get them off the street, right? A majority of the people you see here today benefited from that money. Huh?
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yes. Where are they? Are they not all still on the street?
Right? No, but
No.
Let me answer that question. Let me answer that question. They say some of them, because of that money, they have houses, they have cars.
They have houses, they have cars.
Right.
And some of them are doing businesses.
But they still want to access for money.
Because it's not sufficient. They say they have some of them doing business, some of them have their land because of that money. But your administration has exploited them. The administration has exploited them. They barely eat.
What can you say? What can you say? What can you say about the 100,000 I was giving you?
They say, yeah. They angry because you said even though they had that money, someone else said they don't let it.
Nobody let it. So anyway,
so you think that they can eat money and come back?
In any event, this project is a 5-year project. And its aim and objective is to provide assistance, economic empowerment for over 5,000 persons.
Right.
But we had to start the project from somewhere, right? From a pilot project. So the pilot project targeted 5 counties. Some of their grievances is why we have to go in the counties to help other persons with disabilities and they are on the street. It's understandable. You understand? But in other counties too, there are people too who are suffering. You understand? Monrovia is in Liberia.
Their point is, but no, their point, another point you discussed. Their point is, you have already distributed the money, and then you're telling them that, hello, they say you have already distributed the money, and you're coming back telling them that the money has finished. Why didn't you give them money?
Why did I give them money when I enough to go around? The same reason why last year they said they distributed the money, everybody didn't get.
Did you distribute the money based on those people who in your mind receive money from pay base, so this one they shouldn't benefit from it?
What criteria use?
The criteria was we did a vetting process.
Okay.
We did a pilot project to select 100 persons from 5 counties.
Okay.
So each county that we selected should carry 20 persons. How many people got 30 persons, right? How many persons with disability in most of the So no matter what we do, if we are elected, listen to me now, you ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If we are elected, the 100 persons from Monserrado County, there was going to be a brief.
This is my point, right? You know that Monserrado it seems to be the mother county where we have a lot of, people. So you being a leader, how will you agree that Monserrado, for example, and Bomi should have the same amount of...
I said Bomi.
I'm using as an example.
No, but Bomi cannot be an example because the counties were Bon County, Nima County, Monserrado County, Grand Bassa County.
Let you Grand Bassa example.
Grand Bassa County, one of the big 6, don't forget. The only big 6 that we captured was Margin.
How did he do your vetting process? How did he carry out the vetting process?
that wanted to make sure that people who will benefit from this money will use it for the rightful purpose.
What was the rightful purpose?
The rightful purpose is, number one, to provide education for us. We did that. To provide economic empowerment for agribusiness. If I was just talking about one of the first of the companies that will give money for agribusiness, he's still on the street right there begging. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's besides the point. Maybe the money is not enough. Even it's a systemic issue. And this systemic issue we need to address.
What is a systemic issue?
Systemic issue. Let's be realistic. Before the appointment of Assembly,
in the present last administration.
The president last time.
Yeah, paid day.
But it was still on the street, right?
But the present administration.
Okay, no problem. There will always administration. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay. People press administration for different reasons.
Okay.
It could be because of partisanship.
Okay.
It could be because they benefited.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But you are not seeking praises.
Why? Who told you that? Why are you accusing people? Okay.
We wrote the project.
And you
understand what I'm saying? We wrote the project. We even wrote the disability roadmap that the UNDP adopted and called the National Action Plan today.
It was squarely for Monserrato.
It was squarely for Monserrato.
Okay. They said no. They said no. They said no.
So, Mr. Dean, quickly, I saw you taking down names. What's the purpose of you taking down those names? Yeah, the names that you took down. Okay.
I heard them talking about
yes, that's happening.
If they want to do protests, I will provide water and food for them.
Why you can't use that money for them to eat?
Don't ask me question.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
You understand? Don't be biased.
I'm not biased.
So, what I'm saying is, I spoke English.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I said there cannot fully be a management or resolution to a conflict.
Yes, sir.
There can be a management to a conflict.
So,
even if we try to manage the conflict, and some people are still angry, and they want to protest. Listen to me. I will still be there with them in the protest, providing food and water.
So let me ask you this question, right? What do you think is the way forward? What could be the amicable solution? Have you informed them that you want to, in your own way, give them something?
You'll be out, out.
We have a preponderance of the evidence.
Okay. Yeah.
These are the names. Are they institutional? Are they institutional, right? These are names.
So when are you people expecting to receive the remaining money?
They ask you, okay, they talk about Orange gave you money to buy
$1 million, some amount of $1 million, the last NL program.
Yeah, Orange.
And the money. And the money.
Who and money?
$1 million. In the two of 1 million. Okay, so the 1 million was used for the organization of that program. $1 million. $1 million. Okay.
Which year are we talking about?
Last year. Okay. So as it stands now, there is no money for them.
But you can these people to check it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We listen. We listen.
Okay. So you are carrying their list now, so the next money, you make sure you deal with them.
Okay, so yeah, you people listen to the same thing, right? Yeah, you listen to the same thing. Yeah, we listen to the same thing. You use the $1 million. Yeah, listen, why are you pressing? I'm here, madam. Same thing said, he used the $1 million that Orange gave you people. He used it to have program for you people. That you?
Jackie. International Day of the Disabled. According to him, International Day of the Disabled. He said, y'all used it last year to celebrate International Day of the Disabled. Sam now is telling you people that you people want to protest tomorrow. So if you are protesting tomorrow, if you don't want to listen to it, he will join you and buy your food and water. He said he will buy your food and water tomorrow when you're protesting. He's saying that you should bear patient, the next morning you will get us some. What is it? You should bear patient, the next morning you will get us some. The next morning when you come, you will get us some.
It won't be accepted, you know why?
No.
Somebody is not giving you
okay.
200,000 was given for empowerment.
200,000.
200,000 US, right?
Okay.
So something to 20% for each of those 5 counties and give them 50,000. The 50,000 given to each person is equivalent to 250. 250 they get into 100 persons, you'll be talking about 25,000 being used. From that 200, you are left with 275,000.
Okay.
They're talking with every fact.
So yeah, we are still here on Broad Street where the people living with disability are expressing their frustration in their director, Sam Dean. Sam Dean is alleged to have squandered 200,000 United States dollars given them by the government of Liberia for empowerment purpose. So they are disenchanted in Sam Gay, claiming that the money that was presented to him did not reach them. He used the money for his personal use. But commenting on the allegations, Sam Dean is also saying that the money was actually intended for Liberia at large, talking about the 15 counties. So there was a vetting process conducted for which the money was distributed across few counties in Liberia, and according to Mr. Dean, 20 individuals from some counties were selected, totaling the amount of 100 persons, and those 100 persons benefited from the 200,000, the alleged 200,000 that were given him by the government. So people living with disability now are angry, and they are saying that since Sam Gay is insensitive to their plot, tomorrow they will be stationing a protest calling on the government of Liberia, registering their concern that the 200,000 that were given them did not reach them, but were used by Sam Dean alone.
Oh, okay, from Banga. Okay. Okay. Let me talk to your friend too. Yeah, now you are talking to them because you want to talk.
Yeah. I'm talking. I said that they want to be different person. The poor they so they send them money. Who need our will need they send them money today. One water said I use their money our poor. They want to make in our head right. And fun in our head. And we get caught on a rat. After our sister that because we get able to get fat our children to eat. Hey, poor that day you are level and set it down. What I say? It is your customer.
Money,
tomorrow.
Yeah, Mama.
Your bomb wanted to be.
I report for inside Liberia.
So not be to the cannot pay tomorrow. You're doing a job.
See your boss.
Why can suspend get to explain?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one will call you? Okay. You might follow all the people.
If you say everybody will go when it's on the 15th. So they were supposed to go and wait for him here. I am from day morning. Again, I beg somebody to give me water. We just sitting down here, okay, on the sun. Same thing can tell you that the money finish. When the money finish, they go over, they go there, they go down, they go so. The way we were in down here, that we were supposed to attend, that we were supposed to attend, there in New York, because of the Lula way.
Maybe the president following the whole thing. Why you want to tell the president?
The president, we're going to the mansion tomorrow.
You're not going to the mansion? You know what? Why you not want to send him?
The
Okay. And he always doing it? Or like first time doing it? The message organize program for you.
The message
organize program for you. He buy food, he buy water for you when you are celebrating.
To Jackie.
I will tell you, even the program is saying having here. They just say they want working safely. I'm not passing uncle. You will call even the water is every day. These people who they call me and Nathaniel qualified speaking here for. They may know who they call few people and say TV okay because they want to be studio us. But they can't call.
They can't call you.
They can't call no day. No
the money you're talking about the second gear.
Yeah.
I am married to about the money business.
My brother.
Okay, so folks, this is it. We are still here bringing you update on the current happening here on Broad Street. We are right in front of a Providence Baptist Church where some people living with disability are expressing their frustration in the executive director, Sam Dean. They are alleging that $200,000 for given him by the government of Liberia. The disobedience among them as money to be used to empower them so that they can leave the street. But they are alleging that Sam Dean used the money to purchase, to buy his car and bought new house for himself. So we are still here bringing you up to speed this happening. And tomorrow they are saying that tomorrow they will be staging a protest at the executive mansion and the Capitol building. But in response to their planned protest, something is saying that if they cannot listen to him, if they go out to protest, he will be there to provide water and food for them, and he's going to be on the protest ground with them.
These are folks who have done so much harm to this country that should be prosecuted, and as a recoverer, as well as freezing some of the assets and all of these things. But this is the morning ride. Sit back, relax, listen with comprehension. But this is where we are today. I'm Weekie Brooks. Steve Nicholas Bartley is here. But you also have the chance to win for yourself $4,000 this morning, or some other fabulous prizes like cell phone. But what you need to do, you go to play Radio Entertainment Liberia Cool Cash Giveaway. You got *799*11#, $100 Liberian to play on your Lone Star MTN mobile account or 70 cent units. So you play multiple times, you stand a chance to win something this morning. Happy belated birthday to Salome BN and Mr. Zizi EBN, who also fathering as well. Blessing eating there. All of the folks there in Tingersville, I say good morning to all of you for fathering on this day.
Nobody using thoughts like in our theater. Then we got a surgical unit. That one, I don't know. Then the machine got packs, different packs in here. Then the monitor, when they're doing the operation, they got monitor they can put here. I don't know much about patient. So we want to turn over this material and this paper to our focal poison with Mr. Kua, so they can do the onward submission to Bar Health Center and the Bar Administration. Thank you.
Mr. Vice President.
All right. Like somebody said, let me stay on the existing protocol and say all protocols are good. that the you and your team are welcome. You know, one group of people that are the federal at the title, because no matter what happens, you have to go there. You can't escape the title. Okay, let me recognize our mothers and citizens of town. Now, the vice president is one person who remembers the place where he comes from. The vice president is one person who takes care of them on board. Maybe because of some circumstances in which the chicken they will never be able to take care of the children, how the mother will be able to do. So that the kind of person the vice president is. The vice president comes from the background of medical. When you read the beginning of the vice president, you will always hear that. You go to the army, car play, and you can mean the rest. And we have decided to extend it across the country because he being the vice president of Nigeria, not only for Nimba, the extension is about to begin across the country. So we want to tell you that the vice president has never forgotten about the people of Zoga. And by the way, the vice president is the son of the people of this area. Even though other people say, nah, he's not from here, he's a stranger. I'm a politician, so please excuse me. Yeah, so we know that the vice president the vice president forget. So he will never forget about you. And these machines, you see, it is not because Ban went there today or the citizens of Zoga went for the machine. It is based on that the environment had politically get machine. No. The board of politics machine was purchasing them for Zoga. So based on the emergency of the citizens that in Zoga, it is based on that they say, okay, send the theater is about to be completed, a double you and your code officer, please carry the machine in Ban and have it presented to the citizens. So it's board of politics. That tells you that the vice president knows about this theater. He knows that there should be something good that should be happening for the people of Zoga. So we want to say that like my brother said, we are not come to talk for long. We want to say thank you, and as the theater is given to you, we pray that you people from the Zoga community will take ownership of the theater. The medical director that have come, he has come here to work with you people. We want you to forget about politics. We want you to forget about gossip, because there are in other institutions you will see that when things of such is happening, there will be a lot of gossip, that people will start to politicize it, they will begin to change the medical doctor that's there to bring another complaint, will start going to sanity. So we want to apologize to you people from Zoga that we should all work together as one group of people, one citizen, and as we are the vice president did for long. Subsequently, we know that a lot of things will happen for the people of Nigeria. Thank you.
Let me recognize the office of the vice president, Mr. Adamostin, and the pool of officers from the office of the vice president, the county health team, that are fully doing, and your team, the Ban Health team, heading the Ban Health Center, the mayor of the city, the commissioner, the bonbon of Ban City, Zoga Alaj, distinguished one and all. I am deeply honored and out of words for now because of this program. For us, the politicians, we bear, in the public space, politicking with the issue that has to do with Ban Health Center and many other things that the people of Zoga need from the vice president or other leaders controlling this district. But to my knowledge, the honorable representative of this area was due to give, the surgical material. All of a sudden, we haven't come to politics, but there was a turnover, and I received text message from the district health officer of this area, Mr. Fester Yomi, roughly about a week ago, when I was in the southeastern region. And then I came in this Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I was invited here and patrol, in the health center over there, in the other building up there, where they showed me the petition that they have made for this mini theater operation in the meantime, really being prompted by the maternal death, especially that young 21-year-old little girl. The vice president, fortunately for me, he directly called me, Elijah, what is happening? And we had to give him the detail of what is happening, pleading with him that while it is true that he intends to expedite the process of the theater construction for the installation of this material. And let me recognize you for your effort, because you were the one that personally placed a call and started pressing on me for me to be here, and we all did what we could to get us to where we are. And I just want to commend all of you people. Now to take much of your time, I have been designated as focus person of the office of the vice president, and I'm here to do the on-wall presentation of the materials. What I lay here for my boss is the X-ray machine.
Yeah, the issue about the X-ray machine, it will be here very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said yesterday, there is a more important thing that we need now. When people start, subsequently you send the X-ray machine.
That's great. And we also want to believe,
don't worry about it.
We also want to believe in the vice president. And while it's true that we all, are one way or the other associated with the office of the vice president, let me, in this public manner, ask you to please convey my message to the office of the vice president, for he himself, for being a listening leader. We haven't come here to brag for whatever reason, but we come here to tell the public the fact that this is a person that, with all the busy schedules, sometimes, even though you're paused on many occasions, once in a while he will check to tell you what is happening. And for him to consent because of the intensity of this issue, to consent and then immediately respond to our request of this, please convey my message on behalf of the people of Bang or Zoge in its entirety, that we just want to, in this public manner, thank him for being such a leader. We want to applaud him in this public manner, and we say we are hoping to see our Harley, because we believe in him when he says definitely he does. So thank you very, very much. And officially now, I think my boss has already read. I think I'm coming to the county health thing. My boss has already named the materials that we are about to present to you people. And in my capacity,
Honorable City Mayor, officials from the district, Bang Health Center, Administrator, Medical Director, and his team, other officials here that I may not be, near me, and our hard working team from the Bang Health Center, our TTN, who will be the backbone of this clinic, this health center, soon to be a comprehensive. I bring you greetings from the county health team on behalf of myself as the county health officer, and on behalf of my entire team. I'm here with a court of officials, with the CHSA, County Health Service Administrator, Mr. Ellis Bang. I'm here with Mr. Ibrahim Kapo. He's our communication advisor. I'm also here with my assistant, Madam Barney Van. I'm here with the compliance. He's our auditor for the county, Bobby Martins, and we also here with our driver. If I left anybody out, please forgive me. You are recognized. Before I proceed, I want our TTM to raise one song. This is a very joyful day, so let's celebrate before we say anything. So yeah, raise one song. There you Thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited today. And I want to say on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Luis Kocho, we thank so much the Office of the Honorable Vice President for these donations. They need to improve surgical services in Nimba, cannot be overemphasized. Nimba County remains the second largest populated, second most populated county in Liberia, only next to Montserrado. We understand that the population in the county should be just a little less than 700,000. And the number of facilities that are providing surgical services are not adequate. So we are happy today that these equipment, are being donated in the effort to upgrade Bam Health Center to a comprehensive. You will now understand, if you possibly not in the health sector, what it means to have surgical services where they can operate on people. Currently the only places in Nima that we can do operation that are either in Ganta, in Sanikole, in Cample, in Satlepie, or in Tapa. That's all. Everywhere else, we have to refer. Sometimes, most of our biggest problem here is our be better than. Our midwife they know very well. The woman will get better, everything will be okay. She'll come to the clinic and everything will go fine. But when she go deliver now, something can happen. Then everybody fake a change. So some of the time you can't see it coming. It can just happen suddenly. That the plane now, the equipment here can come in. Because if that equipment not there, the midwife girl on a job she can do, but when she reach somewhere, that doctor not going to tell well. When no doctor there, they're in trouble now. Right? So when we get an operating theater, when they're doing the operation and working on people, when the midwife sees something, they say, they want it bigger than me. They call the doctor. The doctor says, okay, let's carry the woman to go do it. Safely deliver the woman and her baby. This is what we're looking for. Because even the referral, you see, when the DHO and the staff from Bound narrated, we have issue of maternal death. Sometimes the woman way over there. When our ambulance will go there, that complication, you have to tell the patient to come and go all around a long time. So we are very happy. We are grateful. The Vice President is not new to healthcare. He has been the firebrand, the champion for healthcare in Nimba. And not today. Is it EHJ hospital? Yeah. He's there. EHJ is one of the referral hospitals in Nimba. And there are many projects. There's a very big theater that's been constructed, and you go to Thank you. So he's doing a lot. If you go to company, they see theater, the building there, the building one there. If you go to Buyao, that one there is very big. We're waiting for the news, right? You go to Zikapa, because we can't claim the letter on our own, right? I mean, just individually, it has to be the whole county. Everybody has to go because if we improve the healthcare in Zoga, whatever they put in Tabaka, whatever they put in Yahoo, they put in Buyao, right? It will still be problem. So we have to make sure that all of us come together as a county. And that's what the Vice President is doing. So we are hopeful that when this theater is set up and which we see now, because this is what we're waiting for, this place is going to help not only Zoge, but also Trois River, portion Trois River, portion Buyao, portion Boquila, and other towns that around. They will now come here, and then we can have most of the problems that we have in the bushes there. It cannot be fixed in Banhill Center. Banhill is centrally located. Zoga is centrally located, and the facility has a potential. Now you see, Secretary has a huge, referral load because they're the only place in the region. So when you come on Yahoo Mesro, go Secretary, go Quila, go the one, the other one, Zoga, everybody go to Secretary. So when Banhill is set up, that's why. Somehow last year we brought the deputy minister here, the CMO, and that's all. Yeah. And she saw this facility, she was impressed. And we made commitment, what I mean is that we're going to make sure to do everything that this theater was going to function. Yes. The big theater was being constructed, but like you said, I can't wait, right? So we have to find a way inside the existing building so that we can create a space there to get, a doctor in to start doing some work. We have some of the equipment, some are not available. And he explained the story. Those things that were lacking, they've been provided. And the ministry also, when the CMO left for her, she committed that I will make sure that we assign a doctor to Banhill. And today we have our doctor. Right? So I think we are making a lot of headway. And as I mentioned, it has to be the county, all of us together. Healthcare is not one person business, everybody business. It can be you today, it can be somewhere in Buyao, it can be anywhere. So there are a lot of things the county is doing. Already if you go to Beliatua, you'll see there's a huge facility that's being constructed. And that's all? Yeah. And level 2 PSC. It will almost be the one pound local. If you go to Blode, the clinic there, we are changing it entirely. Right? Doing additional facilities. If you go to Lopato, you see they putting up waste zones, all kinds of construction going on. You go to Saklepie, they are doing additional projects there. If you go to Queen, there's a marginal waiting that is coming. If you go to Flomba, we just broke ground for a new man. All the places around here require surgical services. And this is the reason why we are so happy that these equipment are here. And again, we are happy that the project is coming, the main theater there, because that will be a very big space. We can even bring more doctors. This is something that we will do. This is something that we will push in our capacity as county health officer and county health team to make sure that. Because I know, when you go to the facility, the case will start flowing. Right? So even the one doctor will get overwhelmed. The only reason you can see case here because no surgical theater. Put a theater up tomorrow, you will see. Because of this location. Zoga has a population of over 73,000. Isn't that correct? Over 73, just Zoga alone, 73,000 people. Where does 73,000 people will go? That they play, okay, 75,000. And here they will go. Right? Just bound alone, the delivery target. How many people can deliver here? Around 72. So I can even go more than that. Every month. I say yeah, every month. So you see, so the load is huge. The load is huge. That's why we are grateful. We are excited that these equipment are here while we wait for our new building to be finished, and we're going to set it up and hopefully launch the surgical services so that we can cater to our people. Maternal death, all death bad, but maternal death, that's the worst one. Right? Because that mother there, she gets 2 little children. The baby that will survive, who will care for the baby? So this is the main focus, and our honorable minister has made a deliberate effort to fight maternal death, and we are making tremendous progress. All the things you see here, you see the ambulance. Last year when we came, referral, you got to get ambulance for Wayne, Saklepie, or someone from Tapeta, from Winsat. And my honorable minister has been very, very cooperative. Like how we got this car, and this car, last night we had some kind of issue again. I ought to be calling them on the phone here and there. Some kind of problem we have somewhere. They can't wait.
Okay, folks, so you're listening to the morning ride. This is it. We're going to talk about corruption. You listen to what the chairperson of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, have said how much money we have lost over the period of time. Listen to the audit report and read from the GSC. How do we fight this thing? How do we handle these things? How do we rescue our country? But to go for our sponsor break at this time, you have the chance to win for yourself 4,000 or other fabulous prizes while you're following the broadcast. So you want to do that, it's just easy. You go there and dial *799 *11#. You play $100 or 70 cents US. Play multiple times, you stand a chance. Because I want to call somebody this morning. At least say you want for yourself 4,000, you want for yourself a cell phone, whatever it is. But keep playing. You play multiple times. You got *799 *11#. You know, $100 or 70 cents US. So you won't play 2 times, 3 times, just put it in. Make sure you get money on your lntl account. But we'll go for our commercial break this morning, our sponsor break. Mary Maga, who's doing extremely well for our folks across Liberia. They're there in Bernard's Farm, opposite the Kuma Benu Tissue Factory. The ads there, and the guys are across Liberia and doing extremely well. But it's always good that you got low blood pressure, sexual transmitted disease, you got also rheumatism, you just name the rest of these things, stroke, you know, and they will certainly have it. It's a herbal supplement. It's not just Sunday or you go there to shrine, but it got the exact measurement. They will give you the dose, they will tell you the do's and the don'ts, what to do while you're taking it and what not to do. So we go for the commercial, but while we go for the commercial, at least when we come back, at least we can call somebody and say you just want for yourself something. So you dial *799 *11#, or you use the short code by dialing *799# option 11. Go there, you play multiple times, at least 2 times, 3 times. You win 4,000, you win phone and other fabulous prizes this morning. I've yet to give it to you. So let's go for our commercial, our sponsor break.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga herbal supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station. Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction. Kample City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia own herbal supplement.
In your sickness, hold your heart, hold your heart, oh sister.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga herbal supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station. Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction. Campley City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia own Herbert Supplement.
You heard it, and you have the chance to go there to make sure that some of these things happen for you. You know, some of these things can happen for you when you go there. Make sure you give the right information, and you know, and it's going to be good for you as well, folks. You know, we are certainly here again this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. And a couple of things we're going to be talking about. We've been told that we are losing or have lost millions of dollars in the fight against corruption. Folks are taking funds from us. You listen to the LCC bots, you know, Councillor Zoe, when she spoke about some of these things. And today we want to make sure that we can talk about some of these things that will help Liberia and tell us where we are and where do we go from here. But these are all of the things that we want to talk about this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride, because we're just hearing figures. Now, come to think about this. With all of the resources and all of what we have heard, the Liberia, you know, the General Auditing Commission have conducted some audits in our country, and we see people are overspent underfunded institutions. People claiming that government indebted to them, but yet cannot give a document that can actually substantiate their claims, or to provide information, say yes, you did this work, you got this record, you made your request, you went through the PBCC, and yeah, you won this contract, you performed such a work. What are the documents? But you are inconsistent when it comes to the reports and documents submitting. Sometimes you don't do it because you got people within who are creating artificial debt at the detriment of the ordinary persons. You listen to now. The LRA officials being pointed out 100%, they have all declared whether you super or not. What happens to other ministry agencies? Mr. President, what stand do you take from this? And say, yes, it's time I take this step, it's time I do this, it's time that people adhere to some of these things. But in what we are recovering, people who have stolen from us all the years, who stay alive, who stay in government, who stay out of private serve, they are out of government. How do we recover these things? I think we have reached a point in Liberia where at least in government, the least, what are you stripping? Police officers can earn $500 United States a month. Other countries are doing that. Look, there are other countries who are paying people huge sum of money at the end of the month. 2,000, 1,000 and some more. But in Liberia, we take these things to be so big. But this is where we are. Where do we go from here? You heard the LCC boss, you say yes. They don't have the facility to prosecute these people. But there are a lot of things that are taking place. How do we handle this matter? This is not just about the past regime. This is not just about this government. Who comes in with that political will that will take the political garment off us and say, look, Let's fight this issue of corruption. Let people learn to pay for the stewardship while serving positions. Money meant for this, you took it, you did this, you did that. You answer for these things. Are we prepared and willing to now start fighting corruption? Was there a will in on former President Ellen Johnson's leave? Did you see that political way in fighting corruption? Did you see that on the former President George Weah? Did you, are you seeing that currently on President Joseph Yeman Boakai, that we can fight this thing? Or we will just say, if you go back and say, let's go back to my Ellen Johnson, say, you are witch hunting. You go back to former President George Weah, you are witch hunting. And you come into this government, when the government decides to do that, then the next thing you say, they are witch hunting. How do we fight this thing? What is the political will? Liberians. After recovering all of these things, where do we direct the funds? Are we now prepared? Do you see light at the end of the tunnel in fighting corruption in our country? It's time we hear from you. You dial *799 *11# to play your radio entertainment cool cash giveaway. You win for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning or other fabulous prizes. But to participate on the discussion, you go and dial 0775 919 919 0775 919 919 0880 919 919 are the two numbers you can certainly call us to be part of the conversation. We are saving millions and millions of dollars, but stay wait to hear exactly what comes out of these things. So while you're there, waiting for yourself some cash this morning, or cell phone and other fabulous prizes by dialing *79 dial *799 and *11#. You play $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US. Let me talk to my first caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm very, very interested in your topic. My name is Harold.
Go ahead, sir. You're welcome.
If I have a mother, I always mind this is my first time calling on your stage.
You're welcome, sir.
The issue about this corruption problem in our country, my brother, let's be frank. You see why the justice system is so poor and weak in handling our cases is because of one issue. The problem is from Benson Street. Benson Street up that hill is what causing problems. And I don't want to call solution. That is the problem we have in this country.
Because the latest report for the United States Department said, what they ask. I hope our folks, they have warned us that the U.S. report now says corruption still choking Liberia's investment potential. How do people come to a country that cannot make people accountable for their action or the stewardship? You want to come to invest millions of dollars, but we can prosecute people who have stolen money allegedly, or prosecute them whether they are guilty or not. But this is the latest U.S. report, but we're talking about how we can save ourselves millions of dollars. How do we divert? How do we train? What sector do we pull in?
Yeah, you see the issue here is the people are trying to divert the issue of that Benson Street into different things in our country. And in our country, we are trying to use this to just cover up in our, corrupt practices. In other countries, the people have the same Benson Street, but they can use that to step up to keep people. When you go against the state, they will prosecute you. They will not even back up to you or try to, take that case very easily when you go against the state. But in Liberia, they try to use that formula to just suppress the whole system and say that they try to back their brother or whatsoever.
Thank you. And just to add up, the report said corruption and bribery a persistent obstacle in terms of investment and development into our country. That's why they say this culture of bribery had distorted unfair competition, and eroded trust in public institutions. Despite reform pledges, corruption remains widespread in government and public service. That's why the report stated. You live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here to chat and follow you from there. So now gentlemen talking about the industry. The industry is dead. The industry being killed by segment those and that start up a person. So the lawyer in this country, they are the ones taking the weapon in this country. Check it out. A poor guy or whatever company go to labor, the lawyer are there to control a care officer. And other issue regarding the money. When you go to court, 2, 3, 4 lawyers are there to a care officer. The lawyer in this country coming to this country. I wonder what they are going to say. You got to the human rights lawyer. Nobody watching the issue of the masses, the lawyer. We'll be taking care of today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Good morning, Weekie, and this is a person calling from Telegram Community Bureau.
Good morning, sir.
I also want to appreciate you for to go on discussion. The already started talking again, people taking it, people are looking at it. When it's happy, and then it's all.
Auguste, are you there?
People get people.
Yeah, we're losing you, Augustine. Oh man. Yeah, Augustine, your line is just breaking through. You're making a very serious point, but we lost you there. So call us now on 0775 919 919 0880 919 919 are the two numbers. The lines are currently activated and you can be part. Okay, Augustine is back on the line and show. You live?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
You already start saying it again. Another education is educating the Liberian people. People who are looking at it again. They see that they cannot afford of corruption in this country. Everybody has to put their hand down, they put their feet down to stop corruption. Just start pensing speed, what kind of speed was that? Everybody forget about it in the speed and fight and level our country. Let's fight for our country. Because if we not fight for the country, tomorrow the future is coming. You're talking again, who are looking at it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gus, for being part of the conversation. Yeah, you know, when we say these things, sometimes people come. You leave out with discussing and go to something next. But 0775 919 919 0880 919 919 are the two numbers. You know, every time you talk about corruption in this country and you want to empower institutions that were created to fight it, people think you want to do witch hunt. That's why we call for impartial investigation and prosecution into some of the allegations of corruption in our country. You're live.
Good morning. My name is Sam October and I call from Asatan Community in this city.
You're welcome, Sam.
Yeah, let me just make some key reference to corruption practices or corruption prosecution around the world. The French president, if I'm not making mistake, yesterday or yesterday, former French president.
Yeah, Nicolas Sarkozy gone to jail for 5 years.
5 years for corruption since 2000.
But we get 2007 when he won the presidency because money came from the then Libyan president Mohammed Gaddafi into the election there. But today in our country, when you try to do that process, you're doing witch hunt.
Even though Gaddafi is dead, but the records are there.
Yeah.
To campaign, telling Gaddafi that
and they're not just taking the ordinary person, but they're talking to a notorious person. Though he got his private area, but they gave him, I think, 1 hour a day to just do exercise, but he's confined that and uncomfortable for himself.
So, you know, sometimes, you know, I tell my fellow youth, that one quality aside and see how bad.
How do we recover some of this money? At least we can put it to health, education, security, and there are a lot of things. When we bring back this money, people property, when we seize it, we look, selling, let's go to all they are doing it.
Yes, these are things that we market here. The government loan for market will be to compete with African business people. How do we get money when $1 million put in a package? Benjamin Netanyahu, who is fighting Hamas. Now the portion of the world is put the pressing, portion of the world is accusing. He stay out corruption charges for him, he just want to quote recently.
And he's the first morning president in the French history to go to jail.
Thank you. Lula Tisera from Brazil. He is in jail, the former president of corruption.
No, he went to jail and he came back. Today he's the current president. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Hello.
Good morning, you're live.
Morning, Weekie, bro.
Go ahead, sir.
All my people, thank you. For coming up, bro. Go ahead and say nothing. Because, shout out to you. We're here. You know how many people we have to just tell they have to on your 24 and 4. We say we're on again with change. Brother, just do your own. Brother, I'm going to be changing from here.
Okay, let be of the strongest conviction that we can have a change, you know. That we can have a change. Yeah, let's try to believe that these things we can change it. But let me talk to other callers on the line this morning. Good morning, sir. Okay, let me talk to this caller on the line. 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the two numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation this morning. While you are there looking at the issue of corruption into our country, but let me talk to this caller on the line this morning. Good morning. Okay, let me go to this caller on the line this morning. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning. Okay, let me talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Simon Natl. I'm off on this 4 years there around in the National Airport this morning. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it will be one more already. We went for the president. Now that we are with the party, we went for the president, rather fight corruption. I don't know if president and CDC or what, because I want to do rather put them for you to public in the garden. Look how many times we have that party around 3. You see? Even the former president last go, they on a fortune mark.
No, but you have to have a probable cause before you go to prosecute somebody or charge them. So it's not that these people are just passing around. So if the government do not have sufficient evidence to authenticate or validate the allegation on these people that yeah, this person did this, the people are still innocent and of the crimes that have been alleged that they committed until that time, we can't just grab people and jail them. While we want to fight corruption, we got to be mindful that we don't violate the universal human right as well.
No, the
matter is still on. The matter is still on. Yeah, I don't say my brother, but it might not just be one day. You got to take some time how you gather some of the facts, because sometimes when you bring some of these things, but anyway, thank you for being part of the conversation. Let me talk to other callers on the line. Good morning. Okay, this caller is off the line. Let me talk to this caller on the side. Good morning. Okay, when you move out already, you call back. Let's talk to this caller. You live. Let me talk to the next caller. I told you once feedback, when I take you, you're live.
Morning, people.
Mark, go ahead. The proud neighbor to the vice president.
Thank you very much for the recognition. My name is Maki Tima, and I joined you from the most abandoned district, one of the leadership of Samba in District 6. And a very proud neighbor to the vice president, Honorable General Manko. Let me again welcome myself to another lesson day, honor your mentorship. People, Weekie, I want to say to the Liberian people, the government of Liberia, they operate accordingly into law. We had 3 function of government or branches of government: the legislature, the executive, and the judicial role, all of government agency in extension. So for them saying, oh, the president, you know, the government president honor the leadership of Joseph Human Baka, president of the Republic of Abroad, to say, oh, yes, the president don't want to prosecute them, no, it be my imagination. You cannot hear the issue of Swakoko at Loka. When that happened, what else did you hear? She left that position and went to the LACC. So once the president hear a statement on you, definitely you will leave that position and left with the LACC to call you for investigation. And investigation is going on. You're not just even the France president today that is in jail. They're not just happy with nothing of an eye. It went through legal proceeding that today he is in jail, you know, facing what he gave the people back. So I want to tell the Liberian people, those people will be persecuted and there will be people being banned for what they did to us. That today, my dear, you can see that there, look at what they are arresting today, while the Liberian people going to bear on a daily basis with hunger. Some 12, only a 4 or 1 room apartment today, what will Marshall there you see a building.
Okay. All right. Let us not go too personal with these people, but let's look at and see exactly what's going to happen to some of these folks when they, you know, let use the legal side of it, that these people will answer for the stewardship as well while serving in this position. You know, let me try to talk to other callers on the line this morning. You know, let me talk to folks who are on the line this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm telling people calling from Chicago. You know, Weekie, don't get time, brother, but you better talk about the drug issue. Today, yes, drug issue, like I think looking for drug user. That's how it is. You better talk about it. No, that's what yeah. So now you talk to nobody, you see today. But don't come to the issue, please. Look, God there keep reminding us one day the corruption issue will come to pass. Because if you get what the president you can see today talking for all the things they want, that thing who will do it. Even if they will be going like every day we will be messing them. See how the president went through say your holiday place, let's see what that's doing. You see what God can do? My brother, keep coming. Things will come to the other day. Thank you.
Thank you as well for being part of the conversation this morning. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
This is Gaston the John from Body from the Gulf.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the issue about corruption. The thing is simple. The type of democracy we exercise in Nigeria is not going to give room for, it's not going to provide a room fighting against corruption. Because once somebody says, oh, this person is corrupt, this person is corrupt, please go, we have to go by this means, we have to go by OPTV, this and that. Only meaning that this camera is in jail. Probably in jail. Now that it's on the far part, government officials are in jail. But it cannot work. Because we feel that we know plenty in this country. They will come with all kind of book. If you have to go through this. Corruption. Once they don't come away from corruption, it just depends on who we start leadership in this country. That's just the idea.
Okay, thank you. 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919. Let me break something. Okay. Let me talk to this caller on the line this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this package, according to national community.
You're welcome, Chief.
Okay, let's look at your analysis in the news. That's why you talk about supposing a lot of people. One problem with the criminal justice practitioner in this country is they rush the investigation. A government will lose most of the cases at the level of the court in the future to come. the criminal justice practitioner should be held liable, even though lawyers who are criminal lawyers. This is why what we needed to push. I listened to Jalen one time. He said the period of the prosecution case of corruption is 5 years. What the criminal justice practitioner need to push is to make sure and increase it for lifetime, because criminal investigation is procedure, is timing, it's not just a drug. You don't just indictment, because the indictment, when you indict people, it means often that person must be able to commit to the crime. This is why in the Western world, I don't know how our people live. We go out there, but we come back, we don't practice what is there. In the Western world, the investigation period, which is the investigation period, will always take more years. But in the judgment period, once the people arrest you and they tell you today that what happened to Paul Daddy investigation took over 20 years, because the people wanted to gather the evidence and to prove what they are saying. But our own, soon they say, the person did so, the person did say, and then I listened to the anti-corruption lady, and she was speaking about the case somebody filing to the Supreme Court. On the contrary, soon as you die, you will confess, because all of the pieces of evidence have been gathered from place to place, from time to time, and we prove it and we will read it in front of you.
Okay. Thank you for being part of it. You know, let me talk to this caller on the line. You're live.
Good morning, Weekie bros.
Please go ahead.
Let me say thank you for bringing conversion issues to my our brother listened to Alexander told the LCC for yesterday on Mika. They told the guy that someone is down 40 and then some amount what you call it. We couldn't pass the forest. Those are letters from government. And in that way, it's different for being guilty. You know why you're for? Why are you not doing so much work? You don't have so much work in court. So that in court. But these are proceedings, are not feelings. That's not event. That's process. And the consulting of the Constitution provides that you should be given a due process in the court of representations. But when Senator State prosecution for alleged corruption is found again, and what is this one? They're trying to give out a bill that they have submitted for the anti-corruption code exclusively. Like this week, every part, 2026, anti-corruption code is set up. So when the president of favor anti-corruption, you can tell the president of what the judiciary work, he can put and use the political bill.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm Jones King, Bradley calling from the Japanese Freeway.
Go ahead, Jones.
Let me just start from the private. Yeah, every successful man is a good woman. You still fight against corruption. And I love your passion towards the fight against corruption. I'm perfect join you. But all this government, they fight against corruption without being because enemies within this government are very corrupt. I'm spoken of the 2.8 billion that have vanished at the Ministry of Finance Development and the TF that cannot be accounted for. And GSC brought that to the public up to now. It is yet to be accounted for. Two President transparent accountability. President Boga spoke of it. President Boga has served on numerous occasions in court. Neither matter President Boga ever came back to the people of this country in a new transparency and said, there's 1 billion, 1 trillion are taken for the addressable cover, and then that money was used on travel. President Boga, he has never done it.
So, Jones, let me ask you. So, who you think from the past to the present, who you think can fight corruption? Because you just laboring this government. The immediate past government, did they fight corruption? Or is it that when the present government go back to investigate people and you see it as a political fight? Or who comes in to fight? What is the political way? who got that tenacity or the willpower to fight corruption? Not just about this government. Who you think? How do we fight these things? And not just pointing at, because in the past, the former president insists more. His own party chairman said he built 46 housing units. Today he yet to account for that. So if they go for him, would that be a political fight?
So if they vote for him, it is not a political fight. I support that. They should get to link for the source of the who they go, where the money came from. I will support our 100%. And likewise, that will be taught to President.
Yes.
All those troubles, he should give for how the money was spent. There's me myself, the very of transparency. He has shown on numerous occasions. He has never wanted to come in public.
No, it is not the president of the president to come to tell us. He should be audited. We have integrated institution that will audit the president. So it's not the president to come make report to us. His travel will already be, I went and met these people, but when it comes to the expenditure of the financing from the poor tax-paying people who will finance their trip to go abroad, we expect institutions like club with authority to investigate these people. Thank you. Let me talk to other callers you like. You're welcome.
It is only from this morning. You know, I think we are there. I listened to the news yesterday morning, and I think they are working. You know, we get one like we are hoping who is on the fire, what they figure for that political market out there, what we. Nobody want to go to court and be a loser. But I think where we are starting from, we are going somewhere. When I lead on, we are 5 or 6 persons that they are already open. But what do you know that we really there? Everybody got it right. When they put the court, then they put like 5 or 4. You can't say no. Yesterday, those are not corruption that we put like this. We are getting there. You will get to lost track with. Like brown people lost track. You go to the bank, you go to the bank there, you have the money for you. Give you some money. But what's not in this country? That the small thing that you feel corrupt, everybody goes smart, they pass those smart things. And that's not the nobody will do when I'm going. But I know we are getting there, and some people will say, what can I do for you for us? What can I do for you? We put a pot in there. And I think he did that. So some of these codes are coming together to be fast back.
Okay. Thank you as well for being part of the conversation. And let me say something to the ordinary people this morning. You know, we talk corruption, and sometimes people who claim to be educated when it comes to the disco, they don't break it down to have the people educated and informed. You know, corruption is not just about bribery or bribes. Because the people who suffer most often in this situation, especially at the poor, they are the ones who get hurt. When the resources are wasted or people take it. And that is why it is so important to understand the difference between the kinds of corruption to develop smart responses. You have to educate the people. Tell them somebody living in your community, but you see the person. You know, you invest the power in the people. You create the pathway, you know, that gives the citizen relevant tools that will engage and participate in the governance and governance system of the country. Where they will identify priorities, they will solve problems and find solutions. They will identify when somebody, you know, is attempting to corrupt the system, where they can report. But these are education that must be provided. You know, you bring the people to cut the red tape. You break the glass ceiling and say, yeah, these are some of the signs and symptoms of people, you know, where you bring together the people, you know, people who are formally educated or informal. These are processes that you must be able to make sure that you work with government as well as non-governmental NGOs or other institutions in the community, from school, workplaces, and all of these things. And you have to change the behavior of the people. that they will have the ability to monitor other folks. We are now still in 1980. This is not 1999. This is 2025. We must be able to use the power of technology to get some of these things. Let me take a few calls. I'll continue. You're live.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
My name is Manuel. I call from Monrovia. Yeah. You are seeing corruption, and who has votes are the people. No, not the people. I know it's supposed to be the people, but it's supposed to be themselves to encourage corruption. We ourselves. I say when Canada is there, we don't get people who be right here who are cracking. Yeah, stop there, we let them again.
Yeah, that's why we're talking, because it's a lack of education, umbrella. Maybe the people are educated to know these things, that's why.
Most of the people that voted for those guys are educated people. We pretend that we're not educated. No. Now you bring a market ever a politician. The women, the market will be a politician. Most of them became a politician. Yeah, he has somebody and they can't tell you who. We depend on the people, the other people, they are wisdom. Yeah, they're saying that they want to see all these things. So one day, again, just take time to deal with us.
Okay, like I said, give me the permission. You shouldn't call me the course here. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Let me talk to this caller. You live. The sheriff's in time.
Good morning, sir. This is Lincoln. The way you put on this is the president. Look, Madam President, let me tell you something. What kind of men are we coming back? Because they all the men who are corruption, Criminal case is also very big. That's their patient. People may put in for corruption. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Thank you, Weekie.
Bobby.
Yeah, thank you. This is Bobby. I will make that. I don't know the compensations from the people. So we are listening to the LCC about assessing the government need to scrap when it comes in fighting corruption. Because if the men can ask the government that they want to have that jurisdiction to push the people, I believe we need, if the people have that power in LCC, those that have not yet declared assets, those people are going to LCC have to back to work that day instead of the president, because the president has never faced to do every morning. Since the president came in the position to declare the asset, they are listening. But if the LCC have the power, they will listen. Because when they go arrest them of their job for an answer declaration, many of them will get killed. So I'll go forward, let them have that ammunition for address this corrupt vision instead of everything being on the president. Let them move. You know what they move and will power them. Which is the same way we are corrupt initially. We complain over the years that argument that the screen connection today, what is only God proud now. Even though it's not 100%, but we are pushing for that. And still for corruption.
Thank you, Bobby. Let's talk to other callers. You live.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chugomati.
Yeah. And we see the first thing I should tell you here is that the people talented man in this country too much. You know, answer of anything. Our brother, our sister, and sister saying, who happen to work as then, other people are backing them because you can get 1 or 2 cents for them. Now, the people that we're talking about, they control. Go arrest them for their friends, then, and you see the work on the pick up the answer. It's better for our country. What would we say before we do something for this nation? We put people in the power to pay attention to us and say that it's stealing from us. And we're talking other people there now. But in it, what kind of country is this? They promote us. See what the people are saying. So where are we? But we thank you, brother. Thank you.
Let's talk to this caller. You're live. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Weekie, let me tell you, send the money for the airport, for spending on the issue of waste. But let me just take it for our president, because president we want to let you and your power workers. Because president, the reason why is that when people start to go this way to bring the political party back to power, because we feel that the utility government is not proceeding rightly. Corruption was too hard. And here, that should be a complete message that the corruption will come to make sure to bring all these people to vote. That was the public that brings to us. The reason why we want your way to vote this party. But it's a president will not be reluctant. You are so reluctant on this point, this one final also to want the corruption, you are so reluctant. And since you come to power, Mr. President, nobody's going to be on power. The entities that come up with many facts, and they have no power to prosecute. You have the power. So, Mr. President, don't join this party. I think there's a reason why we join you to make sure this party to power. But Mr. President, our focus is working to you seriously to work to fight the corruption. Corruption is eating up too much. But corruption is killing our great people. And it is doing everything. It is dedicated to free corruption. I don't think you do the first corruption, Mr. President. So, Mr. President.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You're live. We welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. This is Pastor D. Look, I don't know why is it that people are really in power in this country. And I hear somebody say the president will fight corruption. Where are those officials of government who are supposed to declare assets and they are yet to declare assets on the water? Where are they? Where are the different corruption people, officials in the government? Where are they? The president of the country is building a multi-million dollar home that is built on a question. Do the media know how much is being spent in the complex village in Koya? When we look here, if a government is very serious to fighting corruption, it is the sense that they say that impose any reasonable mind to say the government is very serious to fighting corruption. What a favorite corruption that we tend to find? When people in the circle of the president are taking bribes, we heard about the foreign minister, you heard that kind of scam. You heard people in the office of the first lady, the work of the president, taking bribes in like Europe. And somebody sit here and say, the president is fighting corruption.
Okay, these are allegations that have not been verified, so you don't make it look that they have investigated these people and all of these things. You know, this is the simple question we were asking earlier on. We talk about all of these things. Liberians, because the poor people are the ones who are affected greatly or badly on these kind of actions taken by people who are into positions of high trust. But yesterday, there are folks who supported a particular regime, and when people were calling for audit, you saw those people who raised their voices are people who are against. Today, people who are calling for audit, people within this government now saying people are people who want to put this government down, or the people from the opposition. We got to be honest and sincere with ourselves. This issue of corruption, because if you go back to the 80s, the 90s, and you say you want to prosecute people, today, some of you who are calling will be the very same people who will say, you're going in the street, you're demonstrating, nobody can do this, nobody can do that. Today we're talking about Joseph, the President Joseph Boakai reportedly building a mansion or presidential or whatever in Nova County for himself or whatever for Liberia. The souls will stay investigating and what they intend. Yesterday, people spoke about the former president, George Weah, when he built. Because I can play you some of the audio of people who were even more close to him that stated that he was involved into another corruption, that he built things that he can't explain. He broke his home down in Natl Street, rebuilt it. We have seen the current president who being transformed, the reports of what he's doing now. Can we stop just pointing finger at a particular person or fight the root cause of these things and make sure that people are checkmated? other than just think that we put politics into almost all of these discussions. We talk about, look, let me talk to this scholar. You live. You live. Okay. This scholar is off the line. And this is where we need to come to our senses and understand that this fight is not about a particular regime. Because there are people who served in the former regime are currently in this government. There are people who served during lntl in this government. There are people who now serving currently that did not serve in any other regime but in this government, but allegations are all hanging on their heads. Let's talk to this caller. You live. Good morning. You're not even ready. When you're ready, you call. We don't play here. That marble we can't play here. You're live.
Good morning, the people in Ambassador.
You're welcome.
This is Joseph Stamba, and I'm from District in Moswaro County. Thanks for the topic on the discussion. But concerning, I want to make my input very quickly. You know, Ambassador, the issue about the fight of corruption, we have to take away politics and discuss the realities.
Sure.
Why it is true that this president, during the campaign, promised the Liberian people they will fight corruption to the last. That was the exact statement from the current president. You know, Liberia, the judiciary system, have to bring some of these cases on docket. For instance, we talk about the issue about the former finance minister, Natl. That case is in court. But up to present, they could have refused to bring that case on docket for the claim to.
Like I said earlier on, the court will not just act on public sentiment or public pressure. These are legal things that you don't implicate people because it has to do with character. And when you talk about corruption, it's not just about the public perception that this person is corrupt. So you drag this person, you will have evidences and facts to make sure that when you're handling this person, you're doing it legally.
Weekie.
Yes, sir.
Before you carry an individual to court, meaning you have some important and sufficient evidence to prove. If it goes to court, you'll be able to present them, to the judges as well. So before the government take upon this case, meaning the government has all of the evidences to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that these individuals they are taking to court, and they are being guilty of that, right? So let's look at the issue of Natl I was saying. So the judicial branch have to bring that case back on court. This government, if they are thinking that they are using a strategic mark to wait for 2028 or 2027 to bring some of these cases, some of us are supposed to we're going to advance at them. We're going to advance at them very seriously. Let's look at the issue of the access recovery case as well. The issue that I have to deal with the Finabono, the involvement of Finabono, it comes to the cars again. The cars that were pointed. Where is that case today? That case is getting buried perpetually. And we are here and we are seated. This government promised us. That's why some of us, we thought that the past government was looting on an industrial scene. We saw corruption working in broad day. So we thought to support the current leadership, to ensure that this guy being prosecuted to the left. Some of us, for me, I want to be alive with you, to see some of these government officials, current officials, going behind bar, wearing orange jumpsuit for the last time. That property be compensated, be sold, and be used for government purposes. Today, our blind people are protesting only because there is no facility for that. The level who they expect that they cannot entitlement it means to get, they are not getting them only because someone in the past and the present has stolen what belongs to the ordinary people. And these are things that will front on people in the past, and these are things will follow the front on this government do the record thing for the Liberian people.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Be to the point. You live.
Good morning, Weekie. Good morning to your co-host. They are passing command. They have done the conversation on the ambience of the investigation there. Yeah, it's not an issue of corruption. I think corruption is something that I heard in country time. State independence. For everybody to be among the poorest nation on the planet, yeah, it's not of corruption. If I resources was judicially expended over time. And when this time abroad, we want to do most develop conflict. But because resources over time expended for the level of the people were not judicially expended to the cause that caused the people left to be backward. When the issue of President Waka seen this government is raising up to a public in the fight against corruption. To make it a strong. My main issue is the slow pace of the liquidation process. Because corruption has a way of fighting back. It is a slow investigation or a slow issue of liquidation in corruption-related cases. What will happen sometimes, those people, they are highly experienced people, they get to the resources. They may influence in the process. So we are calling on a very, very entity that is possible to mitigate the issue of corruption or investigate corruption to speed up most of the investigation. But I think the person is very committed in the fight against corruption. Evidence of the issue is to success. Especially the full official who were alleged putting the foot in there. So take out for picking my point. Thank you for always fascinating.
Fasil, it's always a pleasure having you on the conversation as usual and always sticking to the point. You're welcome, and to all other callers. Let me talk to this caller. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Rufus Martin Jones. I listen to most of your callers. Two persons talk something very serious about criminal investigation. Criminal investigation is not just a quick event.
Yeah, and that's what I said, because sometimes the public are not educated.
Exactly. I follow you. Exactly. It's not just a quick fix something. When you send the criminal to court, you gotta make sure that all the pieces of evidence in line. Otherwise, the court will not send that man guilty. When you hold somebody for committing a crime, you gotta make sure that everything that you say is proven scientifically. Not just I saw this thing there or you took it to it, because especially when it comes to financial crime, it has a whole lot to do with the federal stand. You got internet work to do. You things got to prove. You took $8,000, $8 million. How you took it? You need to do it physically, or you need to do it through some means of internet process. That is very difficult to prove. And you got to make sure that is done. It's not about that. That's what this guy came. This guy came. They say Simon Trust me. They say you they can't hold me. They got nothing to prove to hold me according to the records. That is it. And then everything you do, you gotta make sure your eyes are dotted, your teeth are crossed. And you don't do that. You will never think that in all the time you think, how many cases have we lost?
Thank you for being part of the conversation. You know, I'll leave that. But it's still with the fight of corruption. You know, during the groundbreaking ceremony of the CDC new party headquarters that are about to be built, the former president of Liberia spoke to Liberians, both home and abroad. The National Legislature currently at the lower house have asked the General Auditing Commission to go and audit it, so that confidence and trust that were reports in then by the people remain so high, and the people can really gain that trust and confidence and say, yeah, these people are representing, or these people are making laws, these people have the kind of oversight. But the former president spoke of two words. One, he spoke about charlatans. And if you follow the meaning of that, you talk about a person who pretends to have skills, knowledge, or qualification that they do not actually possess. So they often deceive others for personal gain. such as money or fame. They are a type of fraud or impostor who uses false claims and tricks to fool people. Was he talking to himself or talking to his regime? Or he was actually talking to the current regime? He talked about multi-banks. Multi-bank has to do with a person who deceives others, especially in order to trick them out of their money. So is that government currently trick the people and now deceiving them and reaping the resources, or the former president or the former government, the CDC government, tricked the people and got to the limelight but deceived them, enrich themselves? Who are those that they, who is the real multi-banks or the charlatans? Listen to the former president when he spoke, because I want you to hear this, because the House of Representatives now has invited. What are these things? They want to trick the people that they want to be sincere, or they just doing it in a way that they just want proof to the people that they are sincere.
May you present memo of your speech to His Excellency.
Excellency, permit me to present the members of my suite. Mrs. Mary Teresa Monzon, the Deputy at the Embassy, Mr. Edmond Mobin, First Secretary at the Embassy, Mr. Michael Jamisi, my first daughter, final year medical school, Gloria Monzon, my son, Dr. Teofilo Monzon, and then my daughter, final year university, Mata Amonzon, my confidential secretary, Ms. Natl.
I said earlier on, you heard the president when he talked about charlatans. And you say charlatan is a person who pretends to have skills, knowledge, or qualifications that they do not have, that they do not actually possess, but they pretend and they deceive people. So these words, and you talk about multi-bank. When you talk about multi-bank, you talk about somebody who deceives others, especially in order to trick them out of their money. It's almost the same as charlatan. But the House of Representatives said they have invited the General Auditing Commission to go to audit them, so Liberians can understand that what being allotted to them over the period of time, they can account for it. And they have asked all our colleagues or other folks to be part of it. Listen to the speaker, and you will listen to P. Gaza Jackson as well.
Ambassador Desolate of the Republic of Ghana is here to present his letter of credence to the President of the Republic of Liberia.
May you present memo of your speech to His Excellency.
Excellency, permit me to present the members of my suite. Mrs. Mary Teresa Monzon, the Deputy at the Embassy, Mr. Edmond Mobin, First Secretary at the Embassy, Mr. Michael Jamisi, my first daughter, final year medical school, Gloria Monzon,
my son, Dr. Teofilo Manzu, and then my daughter, finally in the university, Mata Amonzu, my confidential secretary, Miss Natl Mills.
Thank you, Mr. Nathaniel. Permit me to introduce officials of government here present. Honorable Sarah Besto-Yanti, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Honorable Stan Sequia, the Acting Minister of State and the Chief of Office Staff to His Excellency. The Honorable Councillor Bushbe Keita, Legal Advisor to His Excellency. The Honorable Joyce Assistant Minister for Public Affairs, Minister of State. At this point, His Excellency will make remarks and proffer toast, after which you shall respond to the toast.
Last one, just want to say, welcome to all of you. They kept the last for the best, or the best for the last. You are home, so we want to welcome you and thank President John Dramani Mahal, my brother, for sending you here. And welcome very much. Thank you for accepting the legislation. Having said that, we want to a very strong relationship already exists in our two countries. And for my own brother John, we wish you all health and stronger relationship in the two countries. Thank you. Congratulations.
To make sure that they can conduct a comprehensive audit. The former president talked about multi-ban and charlatan. Are they deceiving us, or because of the public pressure they want to act like they are committed? Will we see a clear picture? And if those who will be caught that can account for the stewardship, while they currently serve as representatives or they serve as representatives in the past, will we go back for them? Will we now see this as a wish form of a fight that will be seen politically motivated, or is a new chapter we're trying to craft that tell us we're on the path that people can account for the stewardship of whatever it is? Keep following the broadcast this morning. The sheriff is in time, and these are some of the hard talking points we're having this morning. And I'm Weekie Books. Nicholas Bartlett is here. Speedy recovery to my colleague Ambassador Jane Otanabivai Sr., who's not faring well. But keep playing the Cool Cash Radio Entertainment giveaway. You can win 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning, or even other fabulous prizes like cell phone and other things. All you need to do is just simple. Keep playing. You play multiple times. Make sure you have your account with MTN Lone Star. You dial *799 *11#. 100 Liberian dollars to play, or 70 cents US. You play multiple times, you have the chance to win something. But let's keep the broadcast going. So keep playing, with following and looking. When your number hit, you win something this morning.
Ambassador Designated of the Republic of Ghana is here to present
quality health services for our people. The items will greatly enhance our capacity to respond to emergencies, inspire us to continue serving and dedicate in a delicate and humane manner. So we assure you, the Vice President and his team, that these equipments will be used for the intended purpose
and will be maintained with utmost responsibility. We also want to appreciate the leadership and commitment to strengthening our health system and inspire us to serve with dedication and compassion. So today we've received these things. This is a good start. For Barnhill Center, for the first time we'll be experiencing surgical services. Our staff are now so open with surgical services, they will require training, which will take a little time. I know all will be answers that we see in these equipment, and people will say, oh, let's start next week. But surgery is delicate. Take the person to the OR, you operate the person, is not all to it. Post-op management is the most important thing in surgical services. So we want to bring our people up to speed so that we will not have recurrent wound breakdown. We want our success rate to be very high. So we will set up days with the county health team to host some training for us, for refreshers. I will bring the staff up to speed before we can commence surgical services. So, bear patience with us. We have the materials now, but we want to be prepared. Because once we start, there will be no turning back. My health center will be there. So, to the Vice President and his team, we want to say thank you so much. We are so grateful for the donation, and we hope to continue the collaboration with the Vice President's office. And to our county health team, we say thank you for playing a role. We hope that this training we're talking about will be arranged in the soonest possible time. And we hope that the ministry will also provide some necessary support towards that process. And to our district health team, led by Mr. Fester Yomi, I want to say thank you. Play a pivotal role in this process. There are some times that we have some little, but it's part of the process. I want to say thank you to you and your team for never giving up. Pushed until today we've received these things. So to the staff and administration of Barnhill Center, I want to say thank you. Let's continue to work. We have been working, but now the actual work is about to begin. We need dedication, we need commitment to this process. If we have to succeed, we have to work over time. There can be no lacking. We must work. We took oath to work, we must go by that oath. We must go by our oath and work for humanity. Also, we are having some issues with the issue of staffing. CSO knows much of that. We're having the theater now, we're having the materials, but we need staff. We can't work in the absence of those people. We need to have nurse anesthetists, at least maybe 2. We need shop techs. We need people to be there to sterilize our materials, because those are the source of infection. We don't have people to do it. That means all your surgeries are free. So we hope to work with the county health team to see how best we can find those personnel as soon as possible, so we can start surgical services. So thank you for coming, members of the press. So thank you for coming here today. And in the soonest possible time, our CSO will be here for us to keep up surgical activities. Thank you, and thank you so much.
Hallelujah. Oh, they don't know. If I don't say, now we what are these people? Amen. What are these people? We don't Amen. Look at the year what we are. Long in the land, what put them? Iba Buba. Yeah, no, Bumela, young Mippy, and make couple of case of me, mamma. Cry, yeah, couple. What are you and why to more in oh, we got look at Bobo. Got look at we here at Bobo. We bet our channel. Now go where you have our channel and do a prayer for you. About 7. Oh, follow.
October 2025.
Today, I will lift up my voice and praise you. And if we have been praising God, today should be the day that Zoga should praise God. Sure.
Our former president, he spoke about multi-banks and charlatans. What are these people? So who the real multi-banks are the charlatans? Are these people trying to deceive us? Because if you talk about charlatans, it's a person who pretends to have skills, knowledge, or qualification that they do not actually possess, often to deceive others for personal gains. So are they now wanting to deceive Liberians for personal gain, or they are actually trying to play the game of multi-banks where a person will deceive others, especially in order to trick them out of their money? Are they trying to trick the electorates? Will we now say when the house is actually audited, we look at former speaker, current representatives, past representatives, and they cannot account? Do we have the facility or wherever to prosecute these people? Is it now time that we have a court that will fast track some of these corruption issues? Are they sincere and honest that yes, indeed, the GSC should come, or this is just a make-up something that at the end of the day we just spend some money having program after program, but yet we cannot get an audit report? This is where we are. You Liberians, you have the chance to be part of the conversation. This is not just limited to this government. So when you call, please be precise to the point. But while you also there, you have the chance to win some cash this morning. You dial *799*11#, and when you play multiple times and you win some cash for yourself on the Radio Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway. So let's go back to the lines and hear from our callers, and hope you understood what I said. You're live.
Good morning. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from 277. Yeah, and like the other caller was saying that you have to, whenever kids are been found to the static corruption, you need to get the necessary.
We just designed the topic. You go back to the other caller, and this is just the first person you calling me. Please stick to what we are discussing, please. We are talking about this issue where the House of Representatives have invited the General Auditing Commission to go and audit them. Are they sincere? And I spoke two things. I said the former president used 2 words. He talked about multi-banks. He talked about charlatans. Now we're asking, are these people trying to deceive us? Or who deceiving who? Who's saying the truth? Who being honest? Who being sincere? From the past to the present. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
For the second time. Weekie, I want all of them agree to be audited. Because I think auditing brought the laws between quality and the people in the public being there. So I want all of them agree to be audited because we won't go back to the same thing we came from. And I think that our former president spoke, the past government
The person from there, all of them they see, all of them activate, all of them. Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the conversation, Chogomatics, for being part of the conversation. 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919 are the two numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation this morning on this edition of the People's Program, The Morning Ride. Let's talk to this caller on the line. You're live.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm Prince Haley. I call from Congo.
Prince, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I came for treatment. I'm not too well. I did go back for Marshall.
Okay.
So I'm concerned. These people who we term as our lawmakers, are they actually serious? They burn down that place among themselves because of the same auditing issues. They have come back to invite the people to do auditing. Are these people doing auditing in the way they like, or in the way auditing should be done? So I think, to our population, I think these people are not actually serious. I think the country, the citizens of this country need to put aside political interests, personal goals, and face, look at Ivory Coast, look at Ghana, look at Guinea. These people are forging forward. They're not putting politics at the central point. You know what? Fighting among themselves have cost. But look at us. We're almost 200 years old. Some of us we've been here, who have been educated in this country, were forbidden from travel to travel abroad and stay because the people who seem to take us away towards it, they will breathe during like what we will go. And we stay here with our people who are representatives and senators. They don't meet some of our qualifications. Some of us are better than them, 100%. And then people will sit there and invite people after they had a quarrel among themselves, spend money around, went beyond that political and the other people for no good reason, and come back and do the same thing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Weekie.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Tommy for this program. You know, for me, it's very good feeling. Everyone talks about the people in the question. We are doing here because of that, and I'm happy. So they are agreed at the very beginning. We're not going to be for the president, people today. I'm not going to be for the fact. And we want to see how they are coming to there. Some speaker, every speaker, are suspended. But they are running government. And these are reasons why they suspend. So the order is very good. As for our former president, I don't know what you, if they are around here, if that work go to argue with them, they go to collect cover. Because they're pulling, that's what they want him, man. They don't want pulling him. Thank you this morning.
Thank you for always being part of the conversation. Let me talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie. By the way, I'm from Faith Moses, Lao, on Producer. We either lawmakers, what they are calling for is like they want to do something like it. Because honestly, we understand that they are very smart. And my recommendation to the LNTL is they should wait until those guys are done. Because they are already doing what's already sort of do now, put everything in it. So it is very serious, and then they want to be very careful on the to support the should be, they should call on the LNTL to do whatsoever to do. I think they should be able to see everything with their own effectiveness. Because now they already are aware of the going different to be honest. So they know what all to do. So honestly, the other thing for me, I consider it to be black. They get ready to plan food with common people, and that's wrong.
Okay.
That's wrong.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of the conversation. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning. Thank God. How the corner?
You know, one thing I go to, they don't have to take that there for us to go position. Not a day that's a limited party. But what you told me that if we are here, if you will, when you say what they will take it out in minutes, and you will have to be. He will not be there for the person who is sought himself. The former person who is sought himself, not say putting the person and poor people. Why do you say another way? When they started depositing what for so many years, 2 years, then he said, secretary, we drive the other right, and go to a new country where he says he's coming from, we go well. They even so much people. See how the prime way is the way you do. They can use our words, they use their own whatever, try their best to break all the grass they want. Let them go find them to have them.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. Let me take a few more calls and we talk about this thing finally before we go on this morning. You're live.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, sir. Please be audible.
Thank you. I joined you on the forward this morning where let me appreciate your conversation this morning with our people. We, the past government, some had to do well, some had to not do work on the line of corruption. We agree that the former government, some officials were corrupt. That's not a serious government. And this government told the Liberian people, Honorable Nathaniel about that government and is going to fight corruption. There are a lot of officials within this government, they have been stigmatized that they are corrupt, and then they took things from the Liberian people that they were not belong to them. One is the foreign minister, who is a special Nancy. She was announced to be corrupt, she didn't work it. And then we're talking about Army Mota, was also announced in this government. We say using a particular vehicle that were announced for corruption. And we're talking about corruption.
So hey, wait there. You are telling us that Amimoda, the vehicle of which that came under the spotlight, he resigned his position. You're telling us in the public manner that he stayed in possession of the vehicle and that's why he's using it? Provide facts and evidence or just how he managed to still be having it.
Okay. Just 2 weeks ago, Amimoda came to the House of Senate. I was posted and I saw him coming up from a particular vehicle. And
you assume that because you saw him from a particular vehicle resembled the other one, so that means that was the vehicle, right?
The files are there.
So tell me the plate that was on the car. What's the plate that was on the car?
We use one plate on the car.
No, but then you're not serious. You're not serious. Let's talk to other callers. You're live. Please, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Terry Taylor. I'm calling from Canada. So that was the former president used. You know, the former president is landlord. One time I went to one forum, I was telling him, I said, President, we are about to wait in this country.
No, please be mindful that the former president, your choice of word, don't just be, please.
Okay, what I was saying, I said, President, we are the people who go to this country. Because number one, when you see now, in the regime, he's one other guy, he arrested one of his folks. They put the other, he said, no, he didn't want to receive it. I think that recently you see nobody then comes up. When he was president, he always showed that grown people, he said, oh yeah, this person, in fact, to send this person for audit and but so there was nothing. You know, after I recall, he didn't complete it. After saying, yes, when they read it, so he didn't talk to him, one party, he said, no, he first, when I do it. So they after the result for him. So you see, if you using because you need power, but they you talking, but don't care what's up, but if you do well for the country, all the audits, you
know what you want. Say, he now go today because he wants power. We just like, bro, we're not giving power.
The former president said you people are multi-banks, the government multi-banks and intelligent. So, good morning.
Good morning, Weekie.
Good morning.
To be God before Liberia. Yeah, this is Adam V. Julius Management Sharif, and I joined this conversation from Fishkill Masses,
Please go ahead.
Yeah, Weekie, let me just speak to the issue of the legislature or the House being audited. If you ask me, I will tell you that the people make a parable and say, if you put a certain tomato call, will teach you a mistake. We ourselves did it. Retekun, he knows very well that he wanted the House to be audited from the beginning. Why they only agreed for Funabikova for them to audit the House? They fought him at all possible means for him to leave his speakership. And now they are coming up to say the House should be audited. And Retekun not only get it back, then he said the House should be audited. He spent some time. So you should understand, we should understand that they did all of their underground work before they come to this process. So if people talk to say, oh, the legislature have already agreed for the House to be audited, let's say the House to be audited, for me, I don't see any rationale in that. Because you will not spend 3, 4, 5 months in power before you come to the public and say, oh yeah, we have finally agreed, we have voted upon it for the House to be audited. Who will audit the House? Is it the GSC?
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Thank you, bro. This is Pastor David. So, all of us want to see a better society. We want people to be audited. We want the legislature to be audited. But let me ask one simple question. When Richard Wu was not super speaker, he took money in the house for things that wasn't his money. Because he stopped that when he was down speaker. As he accounted for the phone he took while he was for 40 to 50. Where's the country? And you became speaker. That's all. Because you all need to become speaker. After you became speaker, more than 7 months have passed. You have done all of your honor work. And you come today and say, we are about to audit and do this and audit. And you see many like those who get sent for what to buy into those canals.
Respect the views of others and just speak to what you will. Don't go to Liberians, whatever. No. What you got respecting? No, but I'm supposed to respect your view, or the public supposed to respect your view. What? It's not about me. Okay, let's go to other callers. You're live. Go ahead. How about you already limited? You're live. Go ahead. Thank you for your view. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Good morning, the newest sheriff of our time.
You're welcome.
This is Bo Francis calling from the GSA. Let me just say to the speaker, I want to commend him for the effort that the steps that they are taking to do audit. And I want to make something clear from the air today. You see, audit is nothing in audit. When somebody comes to audit, you can ask. There is nothing. Because you are not the auditor that comes to press. Those auditors that come, they know exactly what it comes to find job. So there is nothing, there's no problem with you want to pay for money. No. Somebody who went to school, we should have an idea. When you speak into the public, people will see that somebody is making to you, say, oh yeah, this guy is making sense. Nothing. The people know when you vote into our GST, know exactly.
Yes, that's just simple. No. Then you say, now, if the man excel in a position illegally, that's why you call for audit. So let's wait for the audit. Then you come to the disco and say, then somebody, you know, sometimes it's just difficult for you to comprehend some of the folks who, yeah. Okay, thank you. Let me talk to the soup himself. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Warren Brian, Superintendent, Colorado County. It's good to have you, Chief.
Good morning, Weekie. Thank you for saving us this morning, because my friend wanted you to protect me, to insult us who have different opinions. Yeah, so it's the only people that I said, that who have said we agree, so that people agree they get it.
Yeah.
So I protected him to insult us this morning. Thank you for helping us more this morning from our friend. But the point is, look, John Brown, I don't see Rasta, I don't see no rationale. John Mary, I don't see this one. No, but the decision is not for the rationale. The decision is a commitment of the House's leadership to transparency, accountability, and leading by the example. It is not by the rationale. The rationale is already that they are corrupt. To your opinion. So, anytime you go for audit, you got to go for audit when there's doubt and you need clarity through the different financial the auditing things that they will be doing there. But when you go for audit, already know who is guilty, and you don't talk about it. You already know who is guilty. Because you somebody go already and say, oh, he's still $100,000.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. So, but if I audit me, you already know that audit there, you're already guilty.
Yeah, they sent the code of public opinion.
Yeah, so we can get it that way. So what you believe that way, there are thousands of librarians too that have doubt, and they want those accused to be given due process, to be given the time to respond to the accusations. So they found very good focus in the whole process. So I want to explain to our people in Australia, our people who want to go on the talk show, those more before we get up on them. So they allow the other people to have their own view. They have their own thinking.
Yes.
They have to get their own work done. Before the show, you allow others to have their own be done.
Yeah.
I want to commend the House's leadership according to what I call it. If you were to turn your radio on now and the topic was that it was the auditor, and then the whole radio accepted the auditor now.
Yeah, you still want the question A. The people, this is something that you cry for, you pray all the years now. You still want the question A again.
What are they finding? The whole man, that the video you see there, that the operation has done going for it.
Very well. Yeah, but it's always the case. It's an operational issue. Yeah, so what are the money were either used for the intended purpose, but now people's salary they're going for?
You know, and all it is just let it go grab room. There's some kind of what they put into the system. To check the system, the system have been working. How can you improve the system? What are things they don't improve for?
Yeah, there are offices that money may allotted for operational costs. We need to know how they expended those money.
So thank you for saving us this money for opening calls.
Thank you, Superintendent Warren Bryant of Monserrate County. Let me talk to this caller on the line. You live.
Yeah, good morning with you first.
Good morning, Pat.
Okay, first thing we need to, where the issue lies when it comes to sources or prison, we need to praise the individual for first thing, accepting.
Okay.
And audit, because that fight has taken place in our eyes for the last almost 30 years. So to be session today, even in a system audit or what audit, because you start with system audit, you go to the audit, is very much preferable. So it means we want to commend Musa ability and the member of the leadership, because he has been freshing that over the period of time that the leadership be audited.
Yes.
So we appreciate it, we want to commend them and appreciate the leadership for accepting that. Then concerning the audit, I think what we need to do, the legislature, as I said initially from the beginning when we were speaking about the corruption aspect, the legislature needs to open up to the audit for a period of time that will be open. They'll start restricting prosecution to audit and other investigation for people of 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, 20 years. It doesn't work because investigation takes longer time. So
So they should okay that to the public and give the people just okay that it can be political at any given time. It should not be restricted. Like the highly restricted the anti-corruption law, the highly restricted the corruption law. It should not do that. So that's my opinion.
Okay, thank you for being part of the conversation. But you know, these are professional people. They know exactly what to do, and they will do it in the interest of our country. We'll be watching the process. Your life. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
What I want to say is, this guy, when they're talking about common people on the audit, I think because when he was deputy speaker, he said $7 million, you are receiving $2.5 million. $7 million is to pass through account. So that was never going to do audit. The team was there, was discussing. He was not ready for it.
So you think this leadership is sincere, honest in terms of the audit, because you pointed figure at the former speaker when he was deputy speaker, became speaker, but he also spoke about being audited, and some of the folks said that was the reason why he was removed, and some of the folks said he was against that. You think the current speaker actually stand with his colleagues that yeah, indeed they are honest and sincere to be audited and account for whatever they've been receiving for the entire operational cost of the offices or the entire lower house of the legislature, the House of Representatives?
Yeah, I agree with it, President Scott. I know he will do it there. Through the support of our president, audit that place. And you will do an audit. And when you discussing our audit, and what I want to share our president, everything that's going on, is carrying on the audit. I'm pointing to 414A, that is first thing to go. You know what?
No, people gotta be found culpable of a cost or guilty before being prosecuted, not just because you're going to conduct audit, you perceive that people are corrupt, so you just grab them. You must use the law before you violate somebody's rights.
The evidence is there. Most of these audits. Even
no, you could sit and perceive and think that yeah, the evidence or those facts or evidences are there, so they should just grab this person. But if they cannot be able to justify or produce the necessary facts and evidences for these people, how do you handle that?
Okay, Weekie, I want to ask you a question. Look at a former finance minister. If you receive $25 million and you say you give it to business people, and other business people see that, in fact, their company was not operating at that time. Are you getting?
But that's why investigation is ongoing. So not because he said it.
They will not take the, so let the president on a special code that will pass out.
No, the president is not the law. The president is not the president is even governed by the law. Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You like?
Good morning, with you, bro.
Good morning, Ibrahim Tamba.
Yeah, this is Ibrahim Tamba calling from. I am going to the president's statement on the ground, the former president's statement, President George Opon, for the statement he made on the giving two distinct words.
Yeah, the president's multi-banks and charlatans.
Yeah.
He said, you know, when you talk about multi-bank, you talk about somebody who deceive others, especially in order to trick them out of their money.
Exactly, and that was done at Kilsware when the former finance minister said that LIBERIA was very important to Aricus. That was multi-bank. When you were giving, when LIBERIA giving 150 million to campaign to re-elect President Opon Weah, it was multi-bank because they take the money, they did not use it for the purpose that they took the money from.
Yeah, because the former finance minister said they gave extra $4 million to the National Elections Commission, more than what the National Elections Commission asked for. So what the $4 million for? So now, if you look at charlatans, you talk about a person who pretend to have skills, knowledge, or qualification that they do not actually possess, often deceive others for personal gain. Was it intended for personal gain?
This is what happened. This is what nonsense and it is true now. So today, Mr. Former President Opon, when you bring it outside, you look at the definition within your group. In your circle, the definition was made. That's the reason you are not able, as a sitting president,
to win opposition at that period. So that definition definitely go to you. When it comes to the House audit, I welcome the decision that was made. The decision was advocated from the Eke corridor to Mosabele getting their house. They made pressure and today it's accepted. Thank you. The next thing I want them to do, I want us to do, to put the investigator is to decide the budget for themselves.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You live.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
I said, please go ahead. Okay, let me talk to other callers on the line. You live. Let me talk to this caller. Good morning. I'm okay. Please be audible.
On the statement the former president made, I don't think that anybody should react to his statement. Because probably referring to himself, come on me, he didn't call him me. But I don't see what exactly the deputy position minister coming on to react to the statement they made. They still referring to him. Because he is just the government and he get out of London too. So after they can go to anybody, still going back to himself. So nobody wants to upon their parents to react to his statement here and there. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Well, I've been following your show. Thank you for the brilliant topic on the shows. I just want to give my info with respect to the topic discussed.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, my name is Elisha and I'm calling from the road. Well, with respect to what our former president said, it's laughable because when you look at it, the whole CDC level, for me, I voted for the CDC government 2017. When President Weah and the rest of the politicians, it was at that time, because we are non-partisans, we observe, you see, West had to take 3 elections. So we decided in 2017 to take this out of the CDC because they were advocating for war crime code. You remember when Trump Bush came, the guys were putting caskets on their head with black t-shirt, one by more Lucas Carragher. When they took power to bring these people to establish the World Economic Forum, President we started telling us and asking us questions, why now? Why now? That was the exact word he used as Chalada and Madadas. He needs to look at himself. When it comes to fighting even corruption, he never took action under the name sanction on my people, he suspended my people out of the office. He never did anything to threaten the rest of them. So I'm not what exercise, he said he don't want to money teacher in West Point, in Yukutan, Lokutan. The judge said, no, he didn't give us this much. Who is the charlatan? Who deceived who? Who took who money? He deceived us. When he went to France after the election, the first country he visited was France, he came back, right at Bishop Aston Winter Church. I was taking the back with him, hoping that this man was going to say something. At the end of the day,
he went to Senegal.
Yeah, he was playing football. He said, when the driver is driving prudently, then we started to shout at the driver, oh, drive. The driver started to accelerate. Then we started crying, oh, further, in okay, or you know, not drive before we found it. So he never fought corruption. So that's what he's using on this government. President, we have to say that and think twice. It shouldn't be used. Finally, before I conclude, he said to the my people are they so sad. I'm sorry that I'm not a politician. But people brought me on board so that they can give something. They are giving. So they want to use it 2029.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to other callers. You live.
Thank you. This is Captain. So that was the 2 presidents on the microscope who have passed the preparation. Officials in Georgia government, MFPJ, officials on the common. Really fast. And I'm telling you, Saturday, later week, they let them be done. It was on there that we learned the war.
Now let me ask you, people laying in the jail, is it a verdict? Laying in jail, is it a verdict that people be convicted? When people, no, listen to, you will not learn no talk. Because the first thing, you just come and spill lies to the public Every time people try to correct you people, what makes it so difficult for you to easily comprehend? People go to jail wrongfully for crime that they did not commit. So if somebody went to jail, meaning that they committed a crime, we're talking about prosecution. Where somebody is convicted, impartial investigation and not something that is politically motivated. That's why I was asking this government, if you say you want to go to prosecute people, don't do it because you feel that you want to show to the people, you want to get to people. We're talking about that political will and having an open and a transparent investigation that people can see and say, yeah, when this person is convicted, yes. You just thought, oh yeah, they carry former president Eddie Johnson's son to jail. Was that, what's the dividend that he paid back for the Liberian people? What did they do? What did they change? Are you aware that former President Ellen Johnson under a regime that the former interim president Julie Bryan went to jail? Edwin Snow and the rest of the other people were indicted and other folks. We're talking about conviction through the legal means and being transparent and accountable. Then you start talking something far different from what we're discussing. You talk, oh yeah. Amen. Anyway, so keep playing the Cool Cash Radio Entertainment giveaway while you following the broadcast with our *799 *11 hash, $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US. You play multiple times and you win some cash as well. But keep playing. Play multiple times. Dial *799 *11 hash. Your Lone Star MTN mobile account. You play $100 or 70 cents US. Play multiple times. You stand a chance to win something this identical morning. You know.
Let me raise that song before I can say what I will say on behalf of the Christian community. Addition to today, oh, I will lift up my voice and pray.
Today, about the Christian community. His Reverend Moses B. Daddy.
I stand on existing protocols and I say I greet all of you in Jesus' name. We have nothing much to say other than what others have said. But on behalf of the Christian community of Zoge, especially office based in Ban, I want to say a very big thank you to our Vice President. This issue has been, in the air, under discussion all along. And sometimes we pray and hoping that it will happen. And we have long said, banking it. So this material signifies to us that Ban has become hospital. Yeah. So I don't know why our time they never put that use. But once we go there, if somebody has something between the leg to go there and take it off, then a hospital. Hallelujah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh, you started the project. Yeah, that continuity. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you, and may your hand that found this thing to be done continue to do more in Jesus' name. Amen.
Needs of who the Ban people is something that we actually encourage and appreciate the Ban president for such gesture. We once again want to say thank you, Honorable Vice President, whatever you are listening to us. We want to say thank you. These have been one of our cry. We the young people of this district, we the young people of Ban. This was one of our cry. I think recently we had a press conference. We believe I think it was actually the press conference, but at least the Vice President heard it. So we want to say thank you. There are other pressing needs which I believe that you are yet to respond to. So on behalf of the youth of Bansede, we want to say thank you ever so much for the donation. It is our hope and prayer that the rest of the crowd be here in the soonest possible time. Thank you once again. Ali Jackson is my name.
We will now call on our former city mayor who started the project to come and be able to be able.
In Jesus' name. Amen. And here he said, "Buy is getting better."
More better.
Thank you very much. I'll see all programs on the 16th. My name is Ruby. We are your Tuazama, the primary chief barber. Thank you. My people, we are one people. No matter what happens, we are one people. You see what politics you do? You can do the good thing. It's almost like when you and your sister went fishing with a fishing net. When you go fishing, everybody will position their net to the best area to catch a big fish, right? But the fact of the matter, when the big stem and the small stem return home, the mother will put the fish in one pack. So like how politics looking there? You see balance standing one side, I standing one side, my sister and I standing on the other side, all standing far from one another. When they look out and say, they're not doing nothing. We say, they go put land behind your center. You keep putting it right. They say, we're not doing nothing. They say, bring car for behind your center. They will tell you, they say, hey, they're not doing nothing. And I didn't want to here today. So, all the fish we caught, everything now going one part. And we all benefit. But the one message I want to leave on ground here is this. We vote so we can get the best side. We want to turn to the chairman again and say thank you. Chairman for District 7 the higher post in Liberia. So, once who more is due to, more is expected. So we are looking up to you people. We will be looking for you on the other side. Why you believe it from the other side? My people, when they face plenty, they will dance up. They will put it in your dryer. They will not suffer for soup can tomorrow, right? So, as much as they say here,
Liberian House of Representatives is preparing for its first, post-war financial system audit. Yes, indeed. And this is a historical step, but we'll watch the process and see how it unfolds. And Liberians are watching, not to just see this as something that they just want to do, but it's good to have you joining the conversation. But this is how we draw the curtains on this edition of the People's Program, The Morning Ride. I'm Weekie Brooks, T. Nicholas Barkley, being the man behind the camera this morning, producing all of the sounds and video. I'll talk to you when we talk to you later. Have yourself a wonderful time.
We'll continue to cry. Let more fish come, let our own be choked. They will not suffer. We remain to say, we recognize the Vice President donation. We appreciate him a lot.